My name is Meena. Welcome to my podcast. In my podcast series, I will be telling you some motivational stories to make you feel good, cheer you up, give you some motivational push if it needed, okay? And in all, leave you with a good feeling once you're done listening to the podcast, okay? Today's story is dedicated to being kind to people who serve us, okay? So here it goes. The topic says, always remember those who serve. Okay, so it starts like it's back in the days when an ice cream sundae used to cost much less. So in those days, a small 10-year-old boy entered a hotel coffee shop and sat at a table. A waitress put a glass in front of him and walked away. Okay, she came back after some time. So he asked her, "How much is an ice cream sundae?" 50 cents, she replied. The boy pulled some coins out of his pocket and started counting them. Okay. So he realized he didn't have enough. He asked, "Well, how much is a plain dish of ice cream?" By now, there were a lot of people waiting in line, waiting to be served by the waitress. And the waitress also was growing impatient. 35 cents, she briskly replied. The little boy counted the coins again, and then he said, "Okay, I'll have the plain ice cream, please." Okay. The waitress left. After some time, she came. She bought the ice cream and put the bill on the side of the table and walked away. The little boy enjoyed his ice cream, okay, paid the cashier and left. When the waitress came back, okay, to take the money, she began to cry as she wiped down the table. So there were placed near the table 2 nickels and 5 pennies. So the little boy, in order to be able to give tip to the waitress, did not enjoy his sundae ice cream. Instead, settled down for a plain ice cream. So this is how a young little soul growing up, will make such a wonderful person. Always teach your kids to be kind to every living form. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the story. This story was shared by my friend Shiv Kumar Ramakrishnan to me. So I give the credit of this story to him. Hopefully you enjoy it and have a good rest of the day. Thank you. Bye. Welcome to the Motivational Stories podcast. My name is Meena, and every week I bring you some motivational story. So the title of today's story is The Obstacle in Our Path. So in ancient times, a king placed a boulder in the middle of the road, okay? And he hid himself behind the tree on the side of the road and watched to see if anyone would remove that huge rock, okay? So as time went by, some of the king's wealthiest merchants and ministers and everybody passed by, making their way around from the side of the stone everywhere, some even publicly cursing the king, like he is not doing anything to fix the roads. Look at the state of the roads. Where are our taxes going? Like people were just angry. Some just didn't even care that the big boulder was there and walked around like that. Quite some time passed by. And then, towards the evening, a peasant came along carrying a load of vegetables. Okay, he was a vegetable vendor. Upon approaching the boulder, the peasant watched there. Okay, what am I going to do? So he just stopped there and tried to push the boulder on the side of the road. It was a big one. It took a lot of effort on his part. But ultimately he succeeded in pushing the boulder on the side of the road. He was thinking, why not push it aside? It'll make things easier for the others to pass by and all. So, after pushing the boulder on the side, as he was walking towards his cart, he noticed something. There was a bag, okay? And he lifted that bag. It contained many, many gold coins and a handwritten note from the king, okay? And it said that the person who removed the boulder from the roadway is the rightful owner of these gold coins. It was the peasant was so happy, and he got a lesson which many of us may never understand, that every obstacle presents an opportunity to improve our condition. So that was the moral of the story. Just because you see a boulder doesn't mean, or an obstacle in your life doesn't mean you walk around it or try to ignore it. Face it, remove the boulder, and I'm sure all the obstacles, once they're gone, you would be rewarded. Okay, you will get a feeling of satisfaction and reward from your life. So live life with no regrets. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Work like you don't need the money. Love like you've never been hurt. And dance like you do when nobody's watching. That was it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the story and read it to someone, okay? Or you can read it to your children for bedtime stories and all. And do let me know what you think about it, okay? Thank you. Take care. Bye.